Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of A Little Bit Woo. We are your hosts, Kirsty and Gemma, and today we are talking about the power of rest.
So, you know, we talk about rest and we think that that's just about going to sleep and resting, but having read the recent book in the book club, which is The Hustle Cure, by
Sophie Cliff.
Oh, thank you.
One step ahead of you.
One step ahead. It had never occurred to me about different types of rest that we need.
Yeah.
And that was really, I don't know. I just think it...
You know when people always say to you, you need more rest?
Yeah.
You need
and I'm
to
like,
rest.
I get a good solid 8 hours.
Yeah.
You don't look this good without 8 hours sleep. And a bit of Bondi Sands tan.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything.
Don't
because
start singing Oompa Loompa.
she's just gonna be like, oh, fuck off. So, you know, yeah, isn't it funny how people always say to you things like, you work too hard, you need more rest. You need to take more rest. You need to rest. And yeah, this book, again, The Hustle Cure is a great book, but that we've been doing in the book club, but it's highlighted. Yeah, I think I had an epiphany when there was a chapter on different types of rest and what rest means to individual people.
Yeah. So, according to... It's not actually... what did you say the author of the book's called? Sophie Cliff. It's not Sophie Cliff that came up with the 7 types of rest. That actually came from...
There is 7.
Yeah, 7 types of rest. Saundra Dalton Smith, who actually wrote a book called Sacred Rest. Recover your life, renew your energy, and restore your sanity. Not sure the last one's achievable, but you know. So she says the 7 types of rest are physical rest, mental rest, sensory rest, spiritual rest, emotional rest, creative rest, and social rest. But what I take from it is that it doesn't necessarily mean... Do you know how I always say that I don't feel there's enough words in the English language to describe things? Mm-hmm. I've almost seen it as like a recharging, not a rest.
Yeah.
And I feel recharging's a better word to use.
That is a really good way.
Because I feel like rest just means switching off.
Yeah.
Whereas recharging means filling your cup back up.
Yeah. Yeah, recharging's fab. And I think it looks so different to everyone else. And it's people's interpretation of rest is very different one to another. And so, okay, so here's the thing. One of the things that I've been really, when we've been doing the book, I've been really sort of looking at what rest means to me. Because I'm quite an active person, very bubbly, high vibe type of person. And don't get me wrong, I do spend my time in meditation and grounding and things like that. But when I was diving into what does rest mean to me, what fills my cup, what really stood out for me was time with friends, time with people that fill my cup in a really positive way. Why are you looking at me with a smirk?
Because I just feel like your cup's overflowing at the minute because you just spent so much time with me this month.
It's all about you, darling.
It's all about me.
And yeah, so what does rest look like for you? Rest can be movement.
Well, should we go through the 7 types of rest?
Go on then.
Oh, go on then. Oh, dear me. So obviously there's physical rest, which is sleeping, napping. It can be yoga. It doesn't actually have to mean that you're unconscious. Stretching. So it's just basically taking time to pause from strenuous tasks. And Sophie Cliff, in her book, in the Hustle Cure, she puts it into like a bit of a table.
Yeah.
So she'd class physical rest as low exertion, low stimulation. And then there's mental rest.
Yeah.
Which
is a biggie.
Yeah. I think we're all very mentally exhausted sometimes.
Because we are being mentally overstimulated, and we're not designed for this.
No.
Look at it. We're cultured, and we're all guilty of it. So we're all holding our hands up and should take accountability for this. And it's about, our journey is about improving, not, downbeating who we are. So, we are all cultured to be addicted to our phones.
Yeah.
And even though, like, what was it? Like, our podcasts are on our phones. Everything is on this tiny little device that our eyes are drawn to all the time. Isn't there, like, how many times do you just glance at your phone, even if it's subconsciously? We all do it.
Or think about.
Yeah, or just pick up the phone. There's times where I'll just pick up my phone and go, what the fuck did I pick my phone up for?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm addicted to this little shit.
Yeah, and 5 minutes later, you're like...
doom scrolling on fucking Facebook.
Reels in. Yeah, and you're
don't get me wrong, I love a reel, but, and it's okay. It's okay. We're not saying you shouldn't...
No.
We're okay to do it, but...
It's being aware.
Being very much aware
of how much time you're spending there.
But this device is draining our brain space.
Yeah.
And our energy.
Yeah, it's sucking that energy out of that energy cup.
Yeah. So having rest sometimes means getting off your goddamn phone.
Get off your phone. Yeah.
Or here's another one. So, and this was something you said when we were talking about Why Woo, when you were saying about, the connection circles at Warwick's Journey on Podcast Summit. We are always overstimulating our brain, and sometimes it's a deterrent from our feelings.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
and in that moment, all I wanted to do was like reach for when we were sat in the connection circle and I had no phone.
It's a distraction.
I was just facing all these amazing people telling the stories of how, what had gone on that weekend and how they felt about things. And I was like, I feel like I need to pick my phone up and distract myself because I'm going to have to talk about my feelings now, and that's not something I like doing.
But, it's again, what are we stimulating our brain with, which is then potentially actually diverting our rest and B, our feelings.
Yeah. So mental rest, we can do things like meditate.
Oh yeah.
Which, I almost feel people get a bit icked out by that word.
Yeah.
But I think meditation comes, like, I'm not one to just sit and meditate. Like, I do really struggle with that.
You did a solid 15 minutes last night in summer solstice.
Well, I did until that ant bit me leg.
That was really funny because all I got was, you fucker. I was like, what have I done?
At one point, I was laid with my legs in the air. You couldn't see because it was dark, but
it's all right. I was my eyes closed.
You were
meditated.
But I've, with the running that I've been doing recently, I find that really meditative.
Yeah.
And
again, going back to my poo picking, that is my meditation.
But I think people really struggle. Like, when I speak to people about doing longer distance running, obviously I'm training for a half marathon at the minute. You can sponsor me if you like, guys. I'll put the link in the...
Can we just side note that? So Kirsty is doing a sponsor, the Great North Run, and is doing it for Here4 Horses.
Yeah.
which is an absolute wonderful charity. So please put your giving page in the show notes. If anyone wants to sponsor her, please do.
Yeah, big up Here4 Horses and all the team there, because they're amazing. So what I was saying was, when I speak to people about doing longer distance running, they're like, oh, I can't do it. I get bored.
Yeah, because we need to stimulate.
You don't get bored. You have to, at that sort of distance, you have to sit with your feelings, because you go through a lot of feelings when you're running that sort of distance, and you can't get your phone out to play with it. I mean, I do have music on, but you have to feel that emotion as it comes through, and whether that's pain or, you know, sometimes it will be pain, or like, oh, I really don't want to do this, and oh, I feel tired now. No, you need to push on through. And then you're like, oh no, I can do this. And, you know, I'm halfway now. So then you almost uplift yourself. And it's really funny looking back at like, I look back at my Strava after to see like how I've run at that time. I'm like, oh, at that point I had good thoughts coming through. Yeah. And at that point I got into my head a little bit, and I slowed my pace down there because of the bad thoughts coming through. So that just shows again with like thoughts and energy. Yeah. But yeah, it really helps you to get into that zone, and almost Francesca Amber was on about like almost not mindless tasks, but things like cleaning and ironing. Yeah. And as much as we don't like to do them sorts of tasks, again, it's because you kind of just sat with your thoughts in them. And what an amazing thing to habit stack is to do something.
Looking
out.
Yeah.
Grooming your horse.
It's almost like the mundane tasks that you don't have to think about. Like
like your hands are doing something, isn't it? Essentially. Yeah. So you can't pick up your phone.
Yeah. I always find that obviously I get lost in when I'm driving, and there's times where
well, you do get lost.
God, I'm not that bad, bloody hell. All right. There's times where I will literally drive in silence, where I won't have a pod or a audio or music blasting. Yeah. I just sit in silence and get lost in just switching my brain off. Yeah. And it's really weird because I find that really good rest, even though my body's doing something which takes a lot of concentration with the driving.
It's a different part of your brain though, isn't it? Yeah, I often get in the car and I'm like, what do I need today? Do I need silence and just my thoughts? Do I need music? Do I need a podcast? Do I need to learn something today? Yeah. And I don't know, different days bring different things. Some days I'm like, oh yeah, I really need to listen to that podcast or to that audio book. I really want to learn about that today. But other days I just think, oh, I can't be arsed with that. Let's get some banging tunes on and let's have a bit of a rave. Like that's obviously me identifying subconsciously what I need to recharge. Yeah.
Love that. Love that.
So another type of rest is emotional rest.
Another big one.
So it involves creating a space for processing and expressing emotions without judgment. It can include spending time alone, journaling, or surrounding yourself with supportive people. And again, like, it's not just isolating yourself. No. Because, you know, there are people out there that will emotionally drain you, but you can identify them people.
And there, you know, yeah, exactly. And I think, again, it goes back to it's individual to the individual person. You know, like we have friends with that well, I think they call it go to ground. Yeah. Where they literally just disappear. Yeah. And it's like, hello, are you all right? And that's how they have to sit with their emotions, deal with them, express them. I'm a bit of a mixture between the two. I need a person to let it out and speak through, to, you know, or I need to just be on my own and deal with it.
Yeah.
And one or the other, depending on where the emotion.
But do you not feel like our horses are the emotional support?
Absolutely.
Like, to me, if I'm not having a good day, then I probably just go sit in the stable with Elmo or go sit in the field with him.
Yeah.
And just
recharge your cup.
Yeah. Not put them emotions onto him, but just have him as like an anchor point.
Yeah. Well, you know who my anchor is.
Oh God, she's gonna internally combust again.
My boy. Just fucking love him. Dolly is quite. Dolly, there's what I love about having that emotional recharge with Doll. Again, it comes back to love. Comes to a place of love.
Yeah.
Recharging is coming from a place of love, self-love, self-compassion, understanding what you need to fill your cup. And that is your rest. Me spending time with the people I love and care about, being conscious about. I said this to a friend the other day. I was like, I am being really conscious about going through my diary and going, I'm having a girls' day with Hannah. I'm going to see one of my best mates Nat in Southport, or I'm going to go out for lunch with such a body, or I'm going to go to a sound bath with this person, or I'm just going to go and pop in for a coffee. That is my rest.
Yeah, I've done the same. I made a thing this year when I was doing my goal setting that I actually was going to take maybe a day a week just to do something for me. And, you know, that doesn't happen every week, but sometimes in my diary I might have work in the morning and then think, actually, I'm in a really nice part of the world that day.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to put anything in the afternoon, and I might go for a walk with the dog, or I might, like the other day, I had a cancellation in the afternoon. So instead of going home or trying to bring my client forward, I thought, where can I go? And I actually converted my van into a mini camper last year, a micro camper. So it's got a bed in the back. I've told you already because of my little nanny naps that I may take. Again, rest. Embracing the rest. On the move. So I went and parked at Burnsall. So Burnshall's beautiful because it's got like a little river that comes through, and you can actually park on the grass in the middle.
Gorgeous.
So I literally went and parked on the grass overlooking the stream with Bramble, and just parked up and just had, well, I say rest. I actually started drawing, but that's actually one of my rest. Forms of rest. Yeah. And I just sat with the beautiful stream, beautiful countryside. It was a beautiful day. Bramble had some rest, which for a Cocker Spaniel is very important. Mental rest and everything else. And I just sat and drew. And honest to God, that really filled my cup up that day. And I'm learning now that I can get away from that, oh my God, I should be working, oh my God, I should be doing this. Yeah. But it actually enforced it because there was no signal on my phone. So I couldn't sit there and scroll on my phone. I couldn't do any work. I couldn't plan anything. I just had to embrace where I was, which was lovely.
I have a colouring book.
Ooh.
But it's a manifestation colouring book. My friend Jane.
Of course it is.
It's fucking epic. I won't say my friend, our friend Jane.
Jane.
Love Janie. She got at me for my after I had my operation.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. And then my mum got me all different colours. I've got that many colouring books. Pencils and stuff. I feel like I've gone back to school. I love a render. Did you ever get taught that in textiles or I whatever, or art, that colouring in is rendering?
Oh yeah.
It. So I'd be like, oh, I'm going to do some rendering.
Rendering.
And how cool is that? that I get to colour whilst looking at some type of affirmation. Winner. In fact, you know what?
That's
I feel like I need to do that today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do a bit of colouring.
Yeah.
Give myself a bit of rest.
So the next one on the list is sensory rest, which kind of comes into that, you know, taking ourselves off screen time and things. But sometimes, you know, you just need to go and sit in a dark room.
Yeah.
And I know that I get quite like overstimulated by bright lights and lots of noise. And sometimes I do just need to go and lay down in a dark room and just be like, I just need to rest my senses here. I think I'd really love to go to one of those sensory pods.
Oh my God.
But I don't know if I'd get a bit freaked out.
No, you won't. Trust me. I've been loads of times. We'll go together.
Have you?
Sensory deprivation therapy.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant.
Oh.
Honestly.
Oh.
So, if you've not heard of flotation therapy, so there's different types. There's pods and then there's rooms, depending on where, like, I've done both and I love both. So sensory deprivation therapy is it's flotation, so you're floating in a pod or a bath, or
it's water that's set at your body temperature, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's in Epsom salts, so that's what makes you float.
So you're weightless, yeah.
So basically it switches off your completely senseless. You get to the point where you can't even feel the water.
Yeah.
It is, and it takes you into a real hypnagogic state of meditation. So hypnagogic is the state before you go to sleep. So when you meditate, you want to be able to bring the energy down. I'm getting the look of Kurt from Kirsty going, fucking hell, she's done it again. She's coming out with a little.
I'm just like, that's a cool word.
I love it, and you know, I love it. I love this. How you say it, hypnagogic.
Carry on telling me what it's.
Sorry. So
my eyes are just lighting up. Like,
it's this stage before you sleep. So when you meditate, you want to try and get yourself into hypnagogic state. So last night when we did a meditation, sun salutation, gosh, flipping it, sun solstice meditation. And I know when I am going to hypnagogic because I feel a drop. It's almost like, and I go like, I sort of not a shudder, but I go, all right, she's like going.
Catch yourself.
Yeah. And I'll do it. And it's this state just before you fall asleep. There you go. You learn something new every day from me. I'm like a little equine encyclopedia, or not just an encyclopedia.
But, you know, you don't have to go to a sensory deprivation.
But we need to, and then we can talk about it.
Yeah, that'd be really cool to
market research.
But just, you know, create a calm environment. Sometimes I'll literally just go upstairs into my bedroom, turn the lights off, close the curtains, and just lay there.
It's the art of doing nothing.
It's really hard.
Yeah, because we've been cultured to be overstimulated by everything. We're being pulled in every direction.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is why meditation, in whatever form you resonate with and can relate to, is super important, because it's about switching off your brain, giving your brain space, you know, of nothingness. And you know, we should honor our bodies with that space. We shouldn't just give it when we go to sleep.
The next one is social rest, and I feel like we really, really went into this one last week when we went to Newcastle. So social rest is the type of rest that involves choosing to spend time with people who are supportive and uplifting, or choosing to spend time alone, which is what you might need. So if you're an introvert, you might need more social rest than an extrovert. But, you know, we work with people every day, but actually going out and just having mad joy, going out dancing. Like, most people would be like, well, you've worked a full day and then you've gone out and danced for 5 hours. Well, yeah, but that's rest from That's rest from our work and rest from
filling the cup.
Yeah, I mean, I did like 20,000 steps that night, but hey, I was rested.
But this is it, isn't it? It's like
this is why
we
I
came
don't like
out
the word
of
rest. I think it needs to be recharged.
Recharged.
Because I feel like I'm still recharged from that. Like last night when I was coming in after doing the meditation, like I was like, I just want to dance.
I know. I was like, and I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Night. So yeah, it's that, isn't it? You know, people would look at that and go, you've been out clubbing in such different energies. I mean, I just put you again, go back to the bubble. Just put my lovely sparkly bubble up and I dance. Now, coming out 5 hours later, I mean, we danced. We were sweaty.
Like, to the point that we'd go to the bar to go get a drink and then a song would come on and we'd go, no, let's just go back to the dance floor.
I'd be like, I just want some water.
And, you know, this is the thing. Like, I'm finding now, I don't even need alcohol to go out and do this stuff because I find that really drains me. So the sugar and the alcohol really drains me. And I'm, you know, I mean, I had a picture of Woo Woo, obviously, because it's on brand, in Wetherspoons. But then other than that, I just drank water. And, you know, I had such a good time and completely restored my cup.
I always say I'm not mad anyway. I don't need alcohol to make me madder. I'm already there.
No judgment. I like to get pissed sometimes, but I don't feel that defines a good night out anymore.
No, not at all. But this is it. Like you'd think, guys, you know, leaving a nightclub absolutely dripping with sweat, you'd be exhausted.
No,
I was recharged.
Yeah, definitely. And then number 6 is creative rest. But again, it's not rest, so it's not resting from being creative. It's actually going out and inspiring yourself to be creative.
Yeah.
So it's coming away from the pressure to create or solve a problem, but actually going out and inspiring yourself with new ideas and things.
Yeah.
So some of the things here, it says like going to an art gallery, if that's your vibe. It's not really mine.
No, you're all right. Do you know what? Creative rest. What we were saying last night, I love art. For me, take me to Chatsworth.
Yeah.
Take me to architecture. I love, like, where was it? Where did we go? I went to Paris with one of my best friends, Amy, for her hen do. And I get absolutely marveled by architecture, buildings. You know, like, I just stand there and I'm like, how was this made? We went to the Palace of Versailles and I just stood there like with my gob open, like how?
Do you know what I'm getting for this?
Oh.
It's like opening your eyes and appreciating what's around you more. Rather than just being tunnel visioned, it's a rest from the tunnel vision.
Oh, drop.
Where did that come from? Who are you? So you're just looking beyond and almost opening your vision to further
expanding your horizon.
Yeah, expanding your horizon. So that, you know, go out for a hack on your horse, go for a walk with your horse.
Yeah.
And just look around and take in the countryside.
You know, Kirsty always laughs at me where like I'll be driving somewhere and you'll be on the phone and I'll go, oh, that's a lovely tree.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a nice tree.
Yeah, that's a lovely boulder.
Oh, I do like a weeping willow and an oak tree.
But it's that, isn't it? It's expanding the horizon.
Yeah. But that really, to me, that is rest, isn't it?
That appreciation.
Yeah.
Appreciation of rest, appreciation of recharge, appreciation of where you are.
Yeah, but by
and that is meditative in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, but it does inspire you to do new things when you look
become
around.
more creative.
And you become what?
More creative.
Oh, creative.
Ooh la la. I'm back in Paris.
She's still in Paris. Oh dear.
And then that comes back to the big J word, not Jesus. We're not religious.
Gemma?
Joy.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm fucking me.
Joy. Yeah. Finding the joy in the little things.
And finding joy is recharging.
Yeah.
And that's rest.
And recharge.
Yeah, having time. I went and met Hannah from Sabre Holistics. Absolutely love Hannah. If you're not following Hannah, what are you doing with your life? And I went out, met her, and we met at Ellesmere Lake this week. Had this gorgeous walk around the lake. Her little doggy went for a swim, and we chatted and put the world to right in a really lovely way. Really lifted each other up, kept our spark and our dreams and our inspiration alive. And I came away just like, we need to do more of this.
Mm. But you were recharging on so many levels there, because you were out in nature, you were out with a friend.
Taking far too many pictures of flowers.
That's fine.
I love, or a tree. I love a tree. She's off with the trees again. Yes, guys, I hug trees. There is something so powerful, majestic and energetic about. But here's one for you. You did the other day. You've gone staring at the water in the stream.
Oh, I need to put that video on. I was mesmerised by that. At Burnsville, the water was so clear, and you could just see all the pebbles underneath. And I was just stood staring at the water for ages until Bramble came bounding along and splashed me in the face. But hey, that's life with a Cocker Spaniel. And then the last one is spiritual rest.
And again, it's not about rest as in stop doing it.
No.
And this is it. This is what we took as well. Rest is not about stepping away. It's about leaning into it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's about engaging in activities that aligns with your values.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that, I think when you're operating in that zone, you constantly feel recharged.
Yeah.
Like I feel like when I'm working and I'm aligned with what's going on around me, that recharges me. And people say to me a lot, are you not really tired by the end of the day doing what you do? And I'm like,
no.
Some days, yes. Other days, no. I come away absolutely on cloud nine because... they are the days when I've been in the most alignment, are the days when I come away I will be physically tired.
It's when your soul is lit up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do that. I'll get in the car after a full day's work and then have a 4-hour drive home. And people go, how the hell do you do a 17, 18 hour day? And I'm like, because my soul has been lit up. It's on fire.
Yeah.
And this comes back to purpose. An aligned purpose is rest. And it goes back to what I think I said, that whole, I can't remember which episode of the pod, where someone said to me, you're really good at being you, but really good at what you do, but are you really good at being you? And that it goes back to purpose. And then what fills your cup. It shouldn't be, my work fills my cup. And there are moments where it gives me rest. So therefore, I think it goes full circle. It's not one or the other, it's all of it.
Yeah. But then what's coming to me is it comes back to a place of love because we're loving what we're doing. And then you're not expending energy on everything else. Yeah. If you're aligned with what you're doing and you love what you're doing, the energy's just going in that direction. So it's filling your cup and it's not leaking out in negative places.
And I also think, continuing this from this, it's it's about, you know, it's not, the rest is about, you know, what comes from a place of love. It's about the, like you say, you love what you do, and it fills your cup on another domain, but it's all the other practices you put in place which helps recharge from every aspect, so then you can put more love into what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes round again. It's cyclical.
Everything's cyclical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I feel really recharged after this one.
Me too. Me too. So encourage you to have a look at rest. What does rest mean to you? And understanding that rest doesn't mean separation, it means leaning into things as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we're setting quite a lot of thinking challenges at the moment. Have a think this week. What is important to you? What areas of your life can you lean into more? Could you rein back from? Is there anything that you can improve on or find balancing? We're saying with the ing at the end, in your screen time, or your, you know, can you come off your phone a bit more? Can you change your need for stimulation in another way?
Mm. And what sort of things are you sacrificing when you're busy? Like, that was one of the things that came up in the book.
What are you sacrificing?
What are you sacrificing? When you're really busy, what is it that you're sacrificing? And can you maybe change one thing that means that you can then take a little bit more time to recharge your cup?
Yeah. I've always been guilty of it, sacrificing my time with the people I love. And that's been, again, a biggie for me this year is that. And then now I've looked at it through that lens of, actually my rest is when I have time with people I care about. And that goes back to my values and my morals. If I care about someone so much, I have to spend time, make time.
Yeah. How many seconds did we say there are in a day? 86,400 seconds in a day. We can give ourselves time to have rest and recharge.
Yeah. If rest to you is reading a book,
yeah,
do it.
But it doesn't mean you have to schedule a full hour out. Like, just 5 minutes.
If we can doom scroll,
well, that's it.
We can get lost in the shitty doom scroll.
Well, I set
Pick
you a
up
task.
A book.
Go onto your settings and see how much screen time you've had, and replace that with another activity just for that week or that day.
For me, it's like going, right, well, I need to be more aware and set my own personal boundaries around my screen time. And what can I do that's going to fill my cup? So, yeah, meditation, go for a walk, do you know what? I'm going to learn something instead. I'm going to listen. This week, I think I've done in 3 Marianne Williamson's books. I mean, how fecking cool is that?
That's really cool.
No wonder I'm on
telling
point.
Me that I feel exhausted, but
well, I didn't read them.
No, I know.
I listened to them.
I know, but I still I get kind of mentally exhausted by things like that. So I wouldn't be able to do 3 books like that, because I just don't think.
But I think
sink in.
rest is what is inspired action as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I felt so inspired
to do it,
that I was like, give me more, because my cup was filling of love and overflowing.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to know more. And then my cup filled up even more. So I was like, bring it again.
I want more. She is.
I need a bigger bloody cup.
As my granddad would have said, she needs a piss pot.
All right. It's not very pissy. My cup is overflowing with.
It's just a big
sparkling
cup.
stuff. I know, I'm joking. We need a tanker.
Julie asked me if I wanted a piss pot of tea the other day.
To get Mario's big cup.
It is a big cup, yeah. That is a piss pot, that
is
one.
a piss pot. So, yeah, have a think, guys. What fills your cup? What is rest to you? How does that look like? And is there any things that you can start implementing into your life, as we like to call them, incremental upgrades?
Yeah.
That can make your life more positive, can actually help with your mental health. Yeah, just be more mindful of it.
And how do you integrate your horse into that? They can really help us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Use them.
Yeah, from a place of love.
From a place of love. And to fill your cup.
Absolutely. So I think we'll leave it there this week, guys. I hope you all have an amazing week. Again, fill your cups. And we will see you next Tuesday for a little bit more woo.